I read pretty much every book that this will told me to read, that the wheel told me to
You'll get there. You'll get there.
Hello nerds, welcome back to another video. Gabriella here. Today is a good day and it's going to get even better because today it's time for another TBR. Another month has come and gone. It is now July, and honestly, if you told me we were still in March 2020, I would believe you. Although things are starting to reopen, I'm still shocked at how time has been passing over the last year and a half, but nevertheless, we persist. And so before we get into this TBR, don't forget to subscribe and click that little bell icon so you can be notified of every new video and so you can join the nerd gang. There's quite a few of us now. Come join us by subscribing. And now let's just get into it. So guys, this month for my TBR, I will be again spinning the wheel to find out what I'll be reading this month. Last month in June, I did that for the first time. I wanted to spice it up, do a little TBR game. And what seemed simplest was to spin the wheel on an app, just plain old on my iPad, and it worked wonders. I read pretty much every book that I had set up for myself, plus some other books on the side. So it worked out so well. I have to do it again for July, so we will trust in the gods of the wheel again to choose the categories for the books that I'll be reading. So I'll be choosing the books, but based on the categories that the wheel decides for me. So it still gives me some leeway, but also not that much. Anyways, let's get started. So let us spin the wheel to see which category I will be reading first. Romance. That was really close to queer rep. I love romance. I have quite a few on my bookshelf. So give me a moment. Let me see what kind of romance I can muster up right now. So my romance pick for this month will be The Soulmate Equation by Christina Lauren. Christina Lauren is a duo of authors that have written many books in the romance category, and I've only heard amazing things about them, but never picked up any of their books. And it is The Soulmate Equation is a story of Jessica Davis, who joins a dating app, which is like a bit of a futuristic dating app where you put in your DNA and they will find you the perfect DNA match soulmate for you. And she ends up matching with the creator of the app. So, you know, hijinks ensue. I'm very excited to read this one. It seems like the perfect type of like low energy romance read that you want to read in, you know, on vacation in the month of July. The spin gods have not failed me yet. So now let us see the second book I'll be reading this month. Okay, so the Spin Gods is prompting me to start a series. I'm scared. I'm shaking in my baby seal leather boots.
I'm shaking in my custom baby seal leather boots.
I have quite a few series that I wanted to get into. And I have quite a few that you can't see right now because all my series are up there. I'm scared. Okay, let me choose a series to read this month. So my pick for a series to read or to start this month will be A Darker Shade of Magic by Miss V.E. Schwab. So I've never read any of her books, but I mean, she seems to be kind of a queen of fantasy over on Bookstagram and BookTube. And I feel like I'm the last person who's reading any of her books. And I do own the entire series because I did get a box set for my birthday, a collector's edition. There's, you know, fan art inside and all that. I'm really excited to delve into this world. And I don't really know that much of the story, to be honest. I do know that there are 4 Londons, and each London has a different color, signifying their different level of magic. So I know there will be magic in the story. Don't know much else, and I don't want to know much else. Kind of want to go in blind. So I'm really excited to pick this one up this month. Now, let's see the third book that I'll be reading this month. We picked Mythology again. If you watched my last TBR, you will know that I picked a Mythology last month, and it was A Song of Achilles. I know exactly which book I want to read for this one. So my Mythology pick is Lore by Alexandra Bracken, and it is a story of lore. It is a world where mythology is real, obviously, like any other mythology book, but it's set in more present times in New York City, and every 9 years or so, I think, the gods have to come down to Earth and have a chance of being killed by any other human, and the human will take their powers. So Lore has to team up with another god to try and save them, but also get revenge for having a family member killed. January was literally just Bookstagram talking about this book. I remember it coming out in like January, February, and literally every single picture was about this book, and everything was about this book. So I'm excited because, I mean, usually a lot of hype means good, right? I mean, I'm gonna assume. But anyways, very excited to pick this one up. It's another chonker, you guys. It's gonna be a busy month for me, but I'm really excited. So now let's see what will be the fourth book I will read this month. Okay, so we have BIPoC or BIPoC, BIPoC, whatever you want to call it, representation. Okay, the gods are really with me because I know exactly what book I want to read for this one. This was not planned, okay? The wheel spun, it decided, okay? I didn't make the rules. So the fourth book and the BIPoC Rep will be represented by Ace of Spades by Farida Abike Iyimide. I don't know much about the book. I don't know what the name of the characters are. I know they're stunning and beautiful because this cover is stunning and beautiful, but I just know the blurb, and the blurb is Gossip Girl meets Get Out. I mean, okay, so you know why I had to pick this up. I talked at length about this book in my most anticipated releases of the summer, and then peer pressure got to me, and I ended up buying it. It was also on sale. I literally made my video of most anticipated summer releases, mentioned this book, and then a friend talked about it to me over on Bookstagram, and they had just read it, and then I was like, let me just see if it's on sale, because I set myself a rule that I would only buy books on sale. It was on sale. So now I own it. Now I'm going to read it in July. I'm really excited that the wheel spun in my favor because I really wanted to read this one. Now we will see the final book I will be reading this month. I'm going to set myself at 5 because I feel like it's an attainable goal. And then if ever I have more books, I'll just pick from whatever book sounds the most interesting to me while I'm in that mood. But let's see the final book I'll be reading this month. The oldest book on my bookshelf. That's interesting, considering most of the books on my bookshelf I ended up buying this year. So I guess give me a moment. I have to think of what the oldest one is. Okay, give me a moment. I'll be right back with the book. So the final book I will read this month will be Big Little Lies by Liane Moriarty. I think it's one of the oldest on my bookshelf that I haven't read yet. There are some books that are much older, but obviously I've read them. But yeah, I've had this one for a few years and never ended up picking it up, and I was saying I wanted to read it this summer. So again, the gods of the wheel are really with me. A second month in a row, so that's really great. You may notice, Gabriella, this is the TV tie-in edition. Yes, and it is a crime in BookTube Bookstagram world, but first of all, it was the only edition available, but also Nicole Kidman, Reese Witherspoon, and Shailene Woodley on a book cover. I mean, okay. So yeah, I'm very excited to read it, and I'm also really excited to watch the show because I remember watching the first few episodes when the first season came out a few years ago, and it never really continuing because I was like, oh, it's a book, I should read the book. And then I remember buying the book and then not reading it. So I will be able to read the book and then watch the show as well. I think there are 3 seasons. I don't know. But I'm really excited because it's like really an all-star cast. I mean, Meryl Streep, Zoe Kravitz. Okay. So I'm very excited, and I'm really happy that Gods of the Wheel were with me today. So just to reiterate, the books I'll be reading this month are The Soulmate Equation, The Darker Shades of Magic, Lore, Ace of Spades, and finally, of course, Big Little Lies. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm very excited to read this month. It is pretty eclectic. There's really a variety of different things. I think that's why the wheel is so great. But thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, don't forget to leave a little thumbs up and leave a comment down below. What will you be reading this month? Let me know. And if you watch all the way through, as always, please leave a little, what would we be leaving today? Leave a little sunshine. It is July after all. So leave a little sunshine emoji down below if you watch all the way through. I love to see it. Thank you so much. And of course, all my social medias are linked down below. My Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram, my TikTok, and my Goodreads. Also ways to support this channel, my Amazon wish list, my Ko-fi for donations, my book outlet referral code, and my TubeBuddy referral code are down below. And of course, there will be affiliate links for all the books that I mentioned today down below if you want to buy them on Amazon. If you do buy them through my link, I get a little extra money at no extra price to you. So thank you all so much, and I will see you soon. Bye.